People say, we grew up poor, but we didn't know it. And the truth is that it was different back then. When you had a extended family to rely on, when you had neighbors who had been there 20 or 30 years, and so the experience of poverty was actually better.
We're basing this all on a very antiquated understanding of what it means to get by. Probably the best measure of what it takes to get by is what it's often referred to as the self-sufficiency standard.
And in West Virginia, about half of all of our children live at or below the self-sufficiency standard. So this is not just a problem for a few families or people that aren't working hard enough. This is something that affects half of West Virginia's children.
For me, when I think about the importance of the first years of life, or sometimes we'll say the first 1,000 days of a child's life, which is roughly up to their 3rd birthday, it's just crucial. We know that the brain is under construction.
Most of a child's brain actually develops in the first 3 years of life. Somewhere around 80 to 85% of their brain develops in that period of time.
If you're working with families on making the right choices and how to approach discipline, but their resilience is undermined because they don't have a job that pays the bills, or they have to work double shifts, including midnights, it's hard where you're just trying to survive, and yet a child is counting on you to do more than just survive.
And children whose brains are still developing, and even more important for that growth and connections to be made. And we know that stress actually is causing decreased growth of the brain.
If children aren't getting what they need during that period of life, it just gets a lot harder for them to learn. It doesn't mean they can't, but it does mean that we've made them start out from behind. We've put them behind before they even get started.
I see you. You're reaching for me. Yeah.
Looks like a snake to me.
Yeah! Good job!
She feels like she's more independent now. Like she's more of a big girl.
Yeah.
And you can tell her self-esteem's a lot more. She wants to help out more, and like
she's a good big sister.
Absolutely, human interaction, that one-on-one relationship with a caregiver that a child has is absolutely critical to the early development of that child's brain, but more critical to their overall functioning down the line, even in adulthood.